Hey, what's up, traders? To watch this video for Friday. Now, keep in mind, the market's only open till 1, I believe, on Friday. Friday, November 29th. SPY hit new all-time highs again on Wednesday. I'm almost too full to make this video. Man, I just want to lay down and go to sleep. But anyway, for those of you that were not in chat, a couple things to share. As MYOV took off right out of the gate, unfortunately, we had it on our radar, but then it started flagging below the half with the high of day above. So over the mic, I called this out through 1650, and we got the break of the half, and ended up having a pretty nice move. I'm on the fence. I mean, I think this should probably be on your watch list. I'm not putting it on the list, but I am going to have it on a monitor on one of my charts. ASLN, this was a really kind of a cool call. It's one of those that 5-minute candles just ripped, right? And it ripped the other day. You can see that. It was really thin stock, but ripped the other day, then rips it on Wednesday morning. And let me switch to 2-minute candles. For those of you that haven't seen our How We Buy Pullbacks webinar, I keep hitting the wrong button. So as it's coming down, I posted in chat, whole number flush 2's buy zone scenario. And I actually got filled a partial fill, I think at $1.83 right there. I didn't have my bid sitting there or I would have got my full fill. As it was down there, I realized, hey, I like it in this area, and I got a partial fill, and then it started to go back up from $1.83. Look what this thing did. Went all the way up over 380. Huge move, and it's one of those scenarios we talk about, right? When you see a move like this, in the past, years ago, I would have said, oh, well, that would have been fun to be part of, right? And I've shifted and came up with the buy zone rules. And instead, I was bidding, on the way down or buying as it came down in the 2's buy zone. So love that whole number flush pullback play. And ASLN did not mean to do that. ASLN goes back on watch for tomorrow. And then another one, IFRX, real quick. I want to give a shout out to Jane. She called this in chat. There was the opening candle, and it was a nice narrow range. She just called an opening range breakout, which is over 318, which happened right there. Worst case stop, about a dime below, and it went up to 355-ish. Really nice call by Jane. Never underwater in that one. All right, so what am I watching? Let's get into the list for what I'm watching for Friday. And keep in mind, it's a half day. ASLN, already talked about it. Huge move, but closing well off its highs. But with these kind of intraday moves, and this happens sometimes on holiday weeks, you get crazy moves. So certainly want to watch it. HEPA, want to watch that one again. Had a huge intraday move, but closed well off its highs. Low was 470. The high was 835 before closing all the way down at 627. So we'll need a red to green with a solid setup there before I'll get involved. We'll see. QFIN, nice volume for that stock. I'm going to watch that for a possible red to green. ABEO, kind of interesting in that. Topped out at the half here, 350, and it's worked its way right back up to 350 again. Sort of interesting, sort of a breakout over 350, so we're going to watch that one. Box, nice breakout of a range on Wednesday, and closed pretty strong. We're going to look for a follow-through day there. Keep in mind when you watch my videos, I do not hold overnight, so I'm looking for stocks that might give me an intraday setup and a nice trade tomorrow, right? Simple as that. Best Buy had the big breakout, BBY, and then a quiet inside red day. We're going to watch that one for a third day play. Same with DKS, almost the same setup. Breakout, quiet red day on much lower volume. We're going to look for that third day play. DOYU. It's kind of obscure, but it was a decent volume day. I believe they had earnings, and it topped out right at 802. So I kind of like this back through 8. It also hit back here. It hit 799. So could be a whole number inflection point play back through 8. We'll see. We'll see if it gives a good setup. KRTX goes on bounce watch again. I missed a kind of decent setup in this on Wednesday. I saw it happen, and I just didn't pull the trigger. It ended up closing near its low. So you guys know me, if you know me at all, on a bounce play what I'd really like to see. And here's 15-minute candles. Here's the opening run. Whoops, on Wednesday, and it topped out right close to the whole number 82 and then put in a lower high, but ended up closing close to the lows. But if you notice, it put in its high on Wednesday in the first, let's see, these are 50, in the first 45 minutes and never broke it. You guys know I love an afternoon break. So what I'm hoping for is a sideways move most of the day on Friday and then an afternoon breakout. Now we do have the whole half day thing on Friday. So I really didn't get a perfect setup in that. Although I could have made some nice money and I just didn't take the trade that it gave earlier in the day. Typed that wrong. SRNE had the big pop and then a couple days lower. Nice intraday reversal, by the way, but definitely want to watch that one as a potential bounce play. And then I'm going to keep fuel cell on watch until it resolves this pattern. I still think we hit a buck back here. We hit a buck here. I still think this flag pattern could resolve and head back up to a buck, and maybe it might take a day or two. If we do have a strong move up to a buck, it might be the next day or something, but we might get a move through that dollar, and then the thing might get really strong. So it just goes on watch again. I've had several days I've been watching this with no trades, but that doesn't keep me from keeping it on a chart, because to me the chart still looks good. That's all I've got. We'll see you all on Friday morning in the chat room.